Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration. You are here today with the College of Lake County. And for everybody, we just wanted to go through and do a couple of housekeeping kinds of items. Number one is, how do I ask questions? You need to use the Q&A button at the bottom or top of your screen, depending on how you have it set up, to make sure that you type your questions in to the presenters in the Q&A section. You also need to realize that you are muted and your video is off, so the panelists from College of Lake County cannot see or hear you. Also want to make sure and encourage students and families to sign up for more sessions. This is just one of many college presentations offered throughout this Virtual College Exploration program, and you can find the schedule on the IACAC website. This session is also being recorded, and a recording will be available on the IACAC website within a week. And with that, all right. All right, you guys can go ahead. College of Lake County.
Great, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us. We are really excited to share all of the great changes that the College of Lake County, or CLC, has made to better assist our students and our community. So we're going to talk about the new College and Career Navigator CSC and how we're here to support you. My name is Ashley Ward and I am the lead College and Career Navigator here. I've been working at CLC for the past 4.5 years and have been in higher education for at least 10 years. So I've been in here for a really long time. I am a first generation college student. I attended CLC right after high school, and then I transferred to earn a 4-year a bachelor's degree and master's degree. I am joined by my teammates today, Sarah Nyquist, Melisha Eater, and Norma Guzman, and we will share with you a lot of information. So during our presentation, please feel free to use that Q&A to ask any questions that you guys may have. And at the end, we hope to have a little bit of time to answer some of your questions as well. CLC personally has opened up many options for me as a student, so I'm really excited to share with you on how we have changed over the years to create a more holistic approach to helping our students. So what is our holistic approach? What does that mean? Why did we implement this? And what we did is we met with community members, faculty, staff, and students to better understand how CLC was helping students and to really get feedback on what we could do better. So from these conversations, we were given a lot of great feedback, and we created the Lancer Success Framework, as well as started to partner with Achieving the Dream to ensure we are meeting the needs of our students. And to give a better idea of our future in assisting our students, our mission is that we are a comprehensive community college that's committed to equitable, high-quality education, cultural enrichment, and partnerships to advance the diverse communities we serve. And our vision is to be a leader in providing innovative education and workforce solution. So how do we get there? What is it that we're doing? And it all starts with the student. One of the changes that came from our conversations is the College and Career Navigator, or you might hear it's the Embedded Navigator. And we are here to address the academic as well as the personal support needs of students, which are key to ensuring that we have what students need to thrive and achieve their education and their career goals. So what I mean by that is we are dedicated to matching the right resources to the right student. And not every student is going to have the same path. Some students might need tutoring support. I myself am not the greatest at math, so I would need math support. Or some students might need mental health support or basic needs. And our goal as navigators is to be able to get to know the students so that way we can align the best resources to that particular student. Because it's not a straight line from point A to point B. Every student is going to need something different, and that's why we've created the navigator position to make sure that we are aligning those goals. And students should not need to adjust to fit the system or fit college. What we have to do is adjust to fit the needs of our students. And as we all know, times are changing, things are changing, we're all virtual right now. and we have to change with it. So the next video that we're going to show is going to highlight some of the things that we're doing now.
Times are changing for all of us, but it gives us a chance to rethink how we do things. So now we're offering smarter, more flexible schedules. We're innovating our classrooms, adapting to the environment, and changing how people see community college. We've added even more scholarship opportunities in order to help our students thrive. At CLC, we're ensuring that a certificate or degree with us won't just change your career, it may change your life.
So what I want to do now is turn it over to Norma Guzman, who's going to talk more about how we as navigators are going to assist students through the process.
Hi everyone, my name is Norma Guzman and I'm a college and career navigator. I've worked at CLC for over 6 years and I'm also a proud CLC graduate. I earned an Associate in Arts degree in Business Administration as well as a General Office and Office Professional certification. I later transferred and completed my bachelor's degree in UW Parkside. So I definitely understand what it means to attend to a community college and then transfer to continue your education. I'm excited to talk to you and explore further the roles and responsibilities of a college and career navigator here at CLC for both our traditional and non-traditional students. Our roles as college and career navigators have expanded and now encompass many new exciting aspects for both our traditional and non-traditional students. As navigators, we will be meeting with prospective students, their families, area high school, local employers, and community partners to build awareness of college options and provide students a sense of belonging as they transition to be CLC students. We will serve as a point person to help prospective students explore the value of college education and start building and defining educational goals. As we move through the enrollment process, we will provide students a personalized, culturally relevant onboarding experience through a holistic approach as we have different college and career exploration activities, field of interest and program selection, academic readiness, and financial literacy activities that will in the end culminate to a successful transition to first semester enrollment. Once students are enrolled in their first semester classes, we will be a seamless handoff to your field of interest advisor to continue that holistic approach until graduation and beyond. Now let's talk about how this is a win-win situation for everyone. First and foremost, for you, as a prospective student, we wanted to make sure that our enrollment process was as streamlined as possible and provides you a solid foundation and support throughout that enrollment process. Moreover, we provide both current high school students and non-traditional students a way to jumpstart their education at any time. The community wins because CLC is focused on being a leader in providing innovative education and workforce solutions. CLC's community and workforce partnerships continue to strengthen the Lake County area through educational partnerships, community and cultural enrichment, as well as employer engagement. Through apprenticeships and internships, CLC built a talented pipeline for Lake County employers by providing highly skilled employees with industry credentials. And we win because we get to see you guys succeed and build strong relationships and connections that will help you in your future endeavors. These strong relationships that we're building is just one way that we wish our students to feel that you're welcome at CLC. And for that, we have a short video for you guys to watch.
Every time I walk through the doors at CLC, I know I'm going to see someone
who's made an impact on my life.
It makes me feel welcomed.
It makes me feel welcome.
Feel welcomed.
It makes me feel welcomed, knowing that I'm surrounded by people who support me to succeed.
You see people of all ages.
And all life stages.
Interacting
and moving forward together.
Cultures from all over the world.
The world
are not only represented, but respected.
Being a part of student events and clubs has helped me form relationships.
That make me feel like I belong at the College of Lake County.
My professors are always helping me to reach my goals.
Staff and students are friendly.
They say hi.
They say hi, open doors.
And smile.
Smile.
What makes being at CLC meaningful are the people who become part of your day. Sharing questions.
Sharing questions, concerns.
And stories with each other. These
conversations connect us and remind me that I'm welcome. And by joining these conversations,
I pass along that welcome to others too.
The support at CLC met me where I am.
The academics here will take me where I want to go.
Now in the next slides, we will talk about why College of Lake County is a great option for you. If you're interested in joining our CLC community, let's view the steps you will complete together with your College and Career Navigator. To become a CLC Lancer, you would first have to complete your online application. It's fast and easy. It usually doesn't take any longer than 10 minutes to complete. Within one business day, our registration services reps will have reviewed your application and welcome you as a CLC student. We will send you 2 emails and letters via US mail with information about your acceptance and provide you a username and a temporary password. Moreover, we ensure that we review with each one of you how and where to submit transcripts and test scores. Once we have that documentation on file, we will review with you if placement testing will be necessary based on your past education or your field of interest. Through the year, we will be hosting financial aid workshops to help you complete that application and talk about other ways to help you pay for school. During orientation and advisement piece of your enrollment, we'll focus on selecting a field or program of study that best suits your skills, interests, and future goals. We will also help you register for your first semester classes and finalize your payment. Another great thing about CLC is we endeavor to provide students with many options in order to help you earn a debt-free degree or certificate with us. As Lake County residents, tuition and fee will be $147 per credit for the 2020-2021 academic year. For the example we have on screen, we calculated a student taking 15 credit hours. The total tuition and fees would be $2,205 per semester, and for the year, the tuition and fees would be $4,410. Now, many of our students decide to transfer to continue their education. We decided to use a 4-year public and private institution to compare just the tuition and fees. If you opt to do a 2+2 plan, which just means 2 years at CLC to get your associate degree and general education courses, you would then complete the last 2 years at your transfer institution to earn your bachelor's degree. With that plan in mind, for example, in DePaul University, for the last 2 years, it would be around $90,000, and your CLC savings would be around $72,000. You still get to go to the school that you love and earn that degree while still making an informed decision. Right now, you only see 2 examples of the schools. However, with your College and Career Navigator, you will work and talk about other transfer options that you have in mind. I will now turn it over to Melisha Eater, who will be taking you through the next sections.
Thank you, Norma. So, like she mentioned, my name is Melisha Eater, and I'm one of the College and Career Navigators here at the College of Lake County. Just a little background about myself. I was a first-generation student that attended a community college straight after high school and before transferring to a university. I worked with CLC for almost 5 years now, and prior to CLC, I worked in a non-for-profit helping teen parents further their education. So education has always been an important tool to have in life for me. Just so you see what a day in the life of a CLC student looks like, let's take a look at a short little video. So you did hear some of the benefits that Norma went over for all of our students, but I'll be talking about the benefits for our current and recent high school students. I'm one of our embedded navigators, which means we are placed in some of our high schools in our county. The main benefit for our students is that it allows easy access for them to get support while they go through the enrollment process. We help students throughout the enrollment process, and while they're in high school, we cover different topics. For example, helping them with the application, completing financial aid, scholarships, even life skills such as time management and study skills. As your navigator, we are here to listen to your story and guide you through the enrollment process. If you aren't sure what you want to study, we are here to help you learn which fields of interest is the best fit. You can see here that we offer a variety of options such as culinary, HVAC, automotives, or even transferring to a university. If transferring is the route you want to take, we have something called the Guaranteed Transfer Admission Pathways. This is a partnership we have with over 30 universities, and the list continues to grow. These universities have partnered with us and have said that CLC is a great place to start because they guarantee you a spot at their universities. So you can see here, we have ISU, DePaul, Marquette, NIU, and even ASU. And there's a lot more. Once we figure out what route would be a great fit, we want to talk about different options for paying for college. The FAFSA application has already opened since it is October 5th, and so it does open every year October 1st. You should be completing this as soon as possible. And again, keep in mind, you will need to complete this every year if you want to see if you're eligible for any financial aid. You can see here that there are different types of financial aid that you can pay to help pay for school, such as grants, work studies, scholarships, and the alternative application for students that can't complete the FAFSA application in Illinois. It is important for you to know that if you have any questions about how to complete FAFSA or any other types of financial aid, you have a support system here at CLC. Once you've decided that CLC is a great place for you to continue your education, you will have a large number of support services that you can access. Here are a few services that are common for our recent high school graduates. You have the tutoring and academic support, career and planning and job placement center, student activities, multicultural center, your field of interest advisor, and most importantly, your success teams, which includes your college and career navigator, your registration representative to make sure all your documents are in order, and your financial aid specialist to make sure your FAFSA information and all your financial aid is set in place. All here to support you through your success. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Sarah Nyquist to talk about the benefits for our non-traditional students.
Thank you, Melisha. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Nyquist, and I am one of the college and career navigators at the College of Lake County. I focus on our non-traditional student population, and we will talk in a moment about who that non-traditional student population includes. But a little bit about me. I am also a CLC graduate. I actually started my education at a 4-year private school and very quickly realized that it was not an affordable option for me. I was first generation, so I did not have the knowledge going into my college education that would allow me to make that decision wisely. But I quickly transferred to College of Lake County my sophomore year, and I was able to complete my associate's degree. I was able to transfer to a 4-year public school, which did allow me to graduate in 4 years, and I 100% attribute that to my education at CLC. Now, Melisha touched on so many great opportunities that are available to all of our students, but I'm here to discuss those benefits that directly impact our non-traditional student population. So first, who is a non-traditional student? A non-traditional student is anyone who has been out of high school for 2 or more years. This includes transfer students, returning CLC students, veterans and service members, as well as adult students who are thinking about college for maybe the first time. As your college and career navigator, we will work together to make sure you meet prerequisites, can transfer credits from another institution if it applies, and can get credit for prior learning or experience. We will also review your financial aid and scholarship opportunities that make sense for your individual situation. While high school navigators work primarily in the schools, the non-traditional navigator hosts events in the community and on the local naval base to make sure that we can establish connections with students who do not fit a traditional pathway to education. Now, just like traditional students, non-traditional students can start at CLC and transfer anywhere. But what about students who want to get into their career right away? For those students, we have career certificates and degrees, which allow you to join the workforce in 2 or fewer years. Career certificates can be completed in about a year or less and generally feed into the associate in applied science. Now, the biggest difference between the associate in applied science and the associate transfer degree is how your classes are broken down. With the transfer degree, you'll mostly be taking general education classes, and about 1/3 of your degree will be in your discipline, or will be elective courses. With the associate in applied science, it is exactly the opposite. Most of your classes are going to be in your area of concentration or your discipline, and then you'll have some general education courses to round out your degree. A couple of examples we have here are our medical billing specialist certificate, which can be completed in about 16 credit hours. And then if you decide to move forward and get your full associate's degree in health information technology, you would apply into that program and be able to complete that degree, which is about 60 credit hours. Similarly, we have our EMT basic certificate, which can be completed in 1 semester, and that will allow you to work as an EMT. But then if you decide to go ahead and get your full paramedic degree, then that will be a 60 credit hour program, and you'll have the EMT basic already done. So you'll just continue on towards the associate's degree. Now, at the College of Lake County, we pride ourselves on being able to offer flexible options to our students. We have 4 convenient campus locations. We have our main campus in Grays Lake, our Lakeshore campus in Waukegan, our South Lake campus in Vernon Hills, and we also have online classes. Prior to COVID, we had over 9,000 students participating regularly in our online courses. Obviously, that has increased exponentially with the introduction of COVID-19, and right now we have thousands of students participating in online courses. We also offer flexible scheduling. We have daytime classes, which is what most students think of when they think of college classes. They meet several times a week, maybe for 50 minutes to an hour and a half. But we also have evening classes, which usually meet about once per week for a longer period of time. So it's a little bit different depending on your schedule. We do also offer Saturday classes. So if you're someone who has too many commitments Monday through Friday and you really need to take Saturday classes, we do offer those. And we also offer classes in both a 16-week and an 8-week option. So let's look at an example. Let's say you wanted to take 2 classes this semester. If you wanted to take them both in the 16-week option, you would take both classes for the full 16-week semester at the same time. So you'd be dividing your attention between the 2 classes throughout the semester, but you'll also have a little bit longer to complete those classes. If you were interested in the 8-week option, then you might take 1 class during the first part of the semester and just focus on that class. And then during the second part of the semester, you'll take another class. Either way, you're still finishing 2 classes. It's just a matter of which way works best for you. We also offer different modes of instruction. We have in-person instruction, and even with COVID, we do offer a lot of programs on campus. We are primarily focusing on those programs that you can't complete online, things that are hands-on, like massage therapy, nursing, automotive, hospitality and culinary management. Those are not things that you can really learn in an online platform. We do also offer online instruction, and we currently have 2 different types of online instruction. We have online anytime classes, which is kind of like a traditional online class. You don't necessarily have to log in at any specific time, and you can complete your coursework at any time of the day. It can be 3 in the morning if that's what suits your schedule. We also have online live classes, which are pretty much as close to being on campus as possible while still attending online. For the online live classes, you will attend a live instruction through Zoom at a designated class time. So just like you would schedule any other classes. We do also offer hybrid or blended instruction, which basically marries the 2 together, where you might take an in-person class once or twice a week, but then the rest of your course requirements are completed online. Now, CLC started a new program this fall called FlexPath. This program combines blended classes with evening scheduling to allow students to earn an associate's degree, or earn the general education core credential on the way to an associate's degree. The general education core credential is 37 credit hours of general education, and it is a full credential that you can take with you to a four-year school. You can also complete the general education core credential, add some elective classes, and earn your associate's degree. And students only take classes on the days that work for their schedules. And here I have a fun little video about FlexPath.
With everything I do, my friends joke that there are two of me, but it's just me, getting my degree while doing it all. I have that big meeting Friday. Oh, and Jake's soccer game on Tuesday. Gotta bring snacks. And with CLC's FlexPath, my classes are always ready when I am. Smart scheduling lets me take classes on the nights that work best for me, and they rotate every semester. Perfect. And I love the sense of community it gives me. FlexPath isn't just changing my schedule, it's changing my life.
Now, just like traditional students, non-traditional students have access to a variety of social student services, which are covered by tuition and fees for the most part. Some of the most popular services for non-traditional students include veteran student services for veterans, service members, and children or spouses of veterans or service members who are going to be using benefits. We also have disability services through our Office for Students with Disabilities, who can help students with accommodations as needed. You have me as your college and career navigator, as well as a field of interest advisor once you are in your designated program. And we also have the Children's Learning Center, which offers childcare to students, faculty, and staff. But this service does include an additional cost, but that information is clearly outlined on our website. At this time, we would like to answer some questions that we've received in the chat.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the first question here. Norma, I'm going to ask this one for you. Can you go over what the cost of CLC is again?
Of course. For the College of Lake County, for the 2020-2021 academic year, it will be $147 per credit.
Okay. Our next question, Sarah, I'm actually going to send this one to you. How do I get in contact with my navigator?
The best way to get in touch with a college and career navigator is to either fill out a request for information or complete the application. Once you've done so, within about 24 to 48 hours, you will get an email from your college and career navigator that will have not only their name, but it'll also have their direct phone number, their email address, as well as a nice welcome to the college.
Okay, we had another question come in. How do we register for placement tests? Norma, I'm going to have you answer that one.
Of course. So in order to register for placement testing, it's something that you'll work together with your college and career navigator. For the English placement test, what you'll be doing is you're going to go ahead and we're going to have you schedule an appointment to do that review with you, as well as for the math.
Okay. So Melisha, I think this would be a good question for you. With everything virtual, how can I get in contact with my CCN or my college and career navigator, and how would they be able to support me?
The support services haven't changed, so everything's still the same. Although we're virtual, we may not meet in person, but we will set up Zoom meetings, we'll take care of things over the phone, whatever you need. So again, we'll still walk you through the application, FAFSA, all that stuff. So our support for you has not changed. If you are having issues with reaching out to anybody, just call or fill out a request for more information form, and then we can go ahead and reach back out to you.
Okay, we also have a question here. So if I'm looking to transfer after CLC, is it best for me to start at CLC, or should I go to my four-year school and then maybe take some classes over the summer? I'll pose it to the panel. Who wants to answer that question?
I will. So if a student is deciding between CLC and another institution, really the best way to make that decision is to meet with your college and career navigator. This is really what we're here for. We're here to create an individual plan for each student. So we will have a little conversation about what are your goals, what are you looking to accomplish, and then we will make sure that you are taking the correct pathway. Sometimes that means CLC is not the best choice for you, and we will be honest with you about that. But for the most part, we are able to find a way to get students in their selected program and make sure that they're successful at CLC.
Sarah, this one's also going to go to you that we just had come in. It's for like a non-traditional student or students looking for programs that aren't credit. So how would you find information for, say, like a pre-vet program?
So that would be through either, we have two different types of non-credit programs. We have personal enrichment and we have professional development courses. You can absolutely complete the request for information or complete your application, and your college and career navigator will make sure that you have all the information. But we will also connect you directly with a team member over in one of those divisions. So that way they can give you very individual information, because a lot of the non-credit program classes have varied start dates. So they don't follow necessarily the traditional start dates of the fall semester, even in the 8-week or 16-week model, because sometimes those classes last one day, sometimes they last a full semester. So things like real estate, veterinary technician, those are some things that would be included in that professional development, but you can absolutely still request information. We'll connect you to the right place.
Okay, we still have a couple questions coming in here. Can you explain CLC's Promise program? Who would like to take that one? I'm going to volunteer Norma. She's good at this one, guys, I promise.
For our CLC Promise program, it's part of our scholarships. So what it is it goes ahead and helps students, so we connect them to not only make sure that you have a scholarship, but to make sure that you can complete other scholarship opportunities. For it, there are certain requirements that students need to complete, and that's something that we'll get together as your college and career navigator to make sure and explore, do you meet the GPA requirement? Do you meet the math requirement? If so, let's make sure that we can maybe do placement testing. It's a couple of little requirements that we get you through, but we want to make sure that we do it one by one to make sure that you're eligible for that scholarship that will help you pay for your tuition and fees. Moreover, you do continuously always get, after a college and career navigator, your academic advisor or your field of interest advisor will continue until you make sure you either are in a path to graduation. But that's only one of the scholarship opportunities. When February opens up, that's our scholarship for fall 2020. That's when we're not only going to do the Promise program, but all of the other scholarship opportunities for you.
So we have a couple other questions here is how do I get a college and career navigator? So I'll go ahead and take that one. That's a really great question. There's a lot of different ways where you can partner with a college and career navigator. As you see on the slide here, there is our main line where you can contact any one of us. We also have team members that aren't actually part of this presentation that are willing to help. So you can contact any one of us and we'll be able to help get you some information. But anytime that you fill out any information on our website, whether it's an inquiry form or when you fill out the application, you will be partnered with one of us, and then we will actually walk you through the entire process that Norma mentioned and make sure that we're answering every question that you guys have. So it's definitely something that you will have the moment that you pretty much make any contact at CLC. And then we have another question that's part of that is how do I figure out like what a program looks like in regards to nursing? What would that look like? So I'm actually going to ask Sarah to pull up our CLC website to show you a couple resources that you can do. So the great thing about CLC is that our website houses a lot of information. So if you're exploring and you want to figure out like where you can go for things, you can always come to our CLC website and you can just type in nursing and you can find what they call an information session. That would be a really great virtual thing that you can do currently. I know that right now we don't have a whole lot going on in person because of COVID-19, but our information sessions, they do have a lot that are via Zoom, or you can even watch videos, and it's all found on our CLC website. The other great thing that I wanted to show all of you, because I have some comments in here of like, what does your campus look like? How can I get a tour? Is actually looking at our new virtual tour. So this is something that we just created. We're really excited about it. But on the CLC website, it's on their very homepage. You'll be able to actually go into our campus and see what the campus actually looks like. So Sarah, if you want to go ahead and click into that. So you can fill out your information here. This is one way where you can partner with a College and Career Navigator where they can go more in depth about what it is you want to study.
High quality education, cultural enrichment.
If you click out of the exit, Sarah, you can actually hit pause for Derek. So he's one of the people that's going to be talking. But as you're going through our virtual tour, this is outside of our science wing. You can select all the different campuses that you would like to see. So you can select what you'd see at Southlake. You can see what you would look at Lakeshore, Waukegan, our online campus. So everything that CLC offers and what our campus looks like, you can find in our virtual tour here. So go ahead, Sarah. So we have a couple nursing questions in here. So if you want to go through, I don't know if the virtual tour has the D-Wing in there. You can show them that, or just kind of bring up where you can search some of the other like Platform Q videos that we have.
For nursing, the best place to get started is actually going to be the Getting Started page for nursing. Because nursing is one of those programs that has so many requirements, I do recommend having a phone conversation or a Zoom conversation with a College and Career Navigator, because every person's pathway to nursing is going to look very different. But this is the best way to find out what exactly you'll be looking at. One of the program requirements is the nurse assisting program, so you can find out everything you need to know about getting started in that program here. But then there's also this really wonderful prospective nursing student information packet. It is very robust, and it goes through everything from the program requirements, prerequisites, really everything that you would need to know to be able to successfully get into the nursing program. And because this program is so competitive and we have so much interest in this program, it is recommended that you do meet with someone, attend the information session, and ask the questions that you're not sure about, especially in the information session, because chances are that if you have a question about it, someone else has that same question. So that is a really great way to get started for nursing.
Okay, so we've got one other question here. How long does the enrollment process take? Who wants to answer that one?
I can go ahead and answer that one. So the enrollment process takes as long as or as little time as you take. So within reason. So, as fast as you can fill out the application, turn in your transcripts, test scores, as fast as you can take the placement test. Those tend to be rather quick. What tends to take the longest is ordering college transcripts and getting them evaluated. So for the most part, we can move as fast or as slow as you move, and we try to go as fast as we can when it's optional. So that's usually how long it takes. So I would probably say we can get things done within, again, if you're transferring college credits, maybe a couple weeks. If you're doing a traditional, more of a high school student, we can get you, all set up within probably a few days. So again, it just all varies.
We have another question here. If I want to fill out my FAFSA and I don't know how to do that, which we all haven't at some point, that's okay. Can you help me fill out my FAFSA? And how long does that take?
I can go ahead and take this one. So the FAFSA is its own animal, and we all know how fun it can be. It is fairly user-friendly, and so once you've connected with your college and career navigator, that is something that we will help you with. So if you need help on an individual basis, or if you're a first-generation student and no one in your family has seen the FAFSA before, that's definitely a time where we're going to want to work with you on an individual basis and make sure you have all the documents you need, make sure you know kind of what to expect and what kind of questions you'll be answering on the FAFSA, making sure you know how to set up your account. But we also do host a lot of financial aid workshops, not just for the FAFSA, but also for the alternative application for Illinois financial aid. So we have a lot of different workshops for that as well as for the FAFSA. And so those can be found on our website, or your college and career navigator can alert you to some of those workshops that we have throughout the semester. And the FAFSA did open on October 1st, so now is the time.
So that looks like that's all the questions that we have. I want to remind everybody that the number that's on here can contact any college and career navigator. So if you have any questions, you want to know about information sessions, more about individual programs, you would like to be able to talk about your FAFSA, feel free to contact that number and it'll be routed to any one of us and some of the teammates that aren't actually visible on the presentation today. And we are all very willing to help just talk about what college is like and if you're looking to transfer or not, or just navigating the process. So make sure you write that number down. We'll be able to answer any questions that you guys have in the future. But thank you all for joining us.